The story thread that Rey's parents were inconsequential was not an uninteresting one. The idea that you don't have to be related to a Skywalker to be a Jedi opens up a heap of possibilities for her character. Maybe Rey is the chosen one they talk about in Episode 1. Maybe learning the news that she's not tied to a dynasty frees her to forge her own path, to become something beyond a Jedi. Maybe it pushes her towards the dark side. Maybe the knowledge sends her on a quest to find others like her. Or maybe it undermines her confidence and leads her to abandon the cause. Or maybe it's pointless. Rey learning her parents were junk traders changes nothing. It doesn't propel the story forward. It has zero impact. It doesn't change the course of her story. It doesn't change her resolve or her motivation. She doesn't give up or lose confidence. She's simply told the news and moves on. The whole story thread has no good reason for being there. And this is where Rian Johnson really screwed up. He was so enamored with the idea of fucking with fans' expectations that he forgot to do something with it. When Luke learnt that Vader was his father, it changed him. Not only in the immediate aftermath, but throughout the next film. He becomes more serious, more somber. Rey learning that her parents were nobodies, and dead too, by the way, has zero consequences for her. This is her, literally minutes later.
I like this!
The reveal means nothing to us if it means nothing for the character. The biggest problem with the reveal, though, is how poorly the idea is executed. For one, it reads like it was deliberately designed to piss people off.
We gotta think about the fans. And he said no.
It's almost as if Rian Johnson read every fan rumor on the internet and pulled a power move to prove us all wrong. The film raises the expectation of a significant reveal by cock-teasing it no less than 3 times. So the movie has actually implied that her parentage has some significance to the plot. Unlike Vader's reveal to Luke, which punches you in the face because it comes out of nowhere, the reveal of Rey's parents has been telegraphed for 2 whole movies, which in itself isn't a bad idea. He's now set up to pull the rug out from under our feet, but in terms of setup and payoff, it falls flat on its face. Even Rey's statement when Ren forces her to reveal what she already knows,
They were nobody.
isn't a line that should be coming from Rey. She wouldn't care if they were junk traders. She wasn't under the impression that they were important. Only we were. They were nobody to us, not to her. It's not a line from Rey to Ren. It's a line from Johnson straight to the audience. I mean, this is how you'd describe it in a pitch meeting. Hey, what if it turns out that Rey's parents are nobody? Or it's how you describe it to a mate after the movie. Yeah, so it turns out Rey's parents are nobody. And this is only compounded by the far bigger deal, that they're also dead, coming 3 sentences later and eliciting no reaction at all. When Vader reveals himself as Luke's father, the audience reacts the same way Luke does. Shock, disbelief, incredulity. When Ren forces Rey to reveal her parents, the audience is simply left feeling jerked around. I'm honestly not even sure why she's crying here. I tried to find the screenplay to see if the stage directions gave me a clue, but the only read I can get is that she's disappointed? But even that doesn't make sense, because it's not like she was under the impression she came from a royal bloodline. The question she had in The Force Awakens, which was only 3 days earlier, by the way, was never, who are my parents? Only, where are they? And when are they coming back to get me? Who they were never mattered. Johnson claims that finding out her parents weren't Jedi was the most dramatic thing she could learn, but it doesn't actually cause any actual drama. And this is because the issue of Rey's family isn't a construct of the character, or even the plot. It's a construct of the filmmaker. A desperate and poor attempt to shock. In many ways, and as much as I hate to defend him, Rian Johnson was written into a corner. But in defying fans' expectations, he screwed over the character and the story. He lashed out and gave us all the middle finger, but shortchanged the character and the movie. And that's not the way to tell a story.